The interpreter is going to be Gloria Noyola.
Okay. Who is Karina Rodriguez on?
She's the public defender judge, so I don't know if she's coming on for all of them or only some.
Okay. Let's see. I'm still waiting for the jail, though. Good morning, Miss Rodriguez.
Morning, Your Honor.
I'm waiting on the jail, and we'll get started.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Escobar, are you with us? Good morning, Annex.
Morning, Your Honor.
May I have Charlie Nutter, please?
Coming up.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Escobar. You are muted.
Good morning.
There you go. All right. Let me get your client. Court calls the cases of the state of Texas versus Charlie Nutter, cause numbers 2022-0C0-5210, 2023-0C0-3412, 2023-0C0-7042, 2023-0C10301, 2023-0C10286, and 2023-0C10284. We're here for the last pretrial. What says the state
Stephen Lucy on behalf of the state of Texas, we're ready to proceed.
and the defense?
Peter Escobar on behalf of Mr. Nutter, ready, and we're ready, Judge.
All right. First thing is that we need some waivers of arraignment, Mr. Escobar.
Yes, ma'am. I got him from I got him a couple of days ago. I have not had a chance to go out to the annex. I will do it very, very quickly.
Okay, thank you. So what's happening with the felonies?
Yes, he's on felony probation out of the 34th. We're very close to working that case out. There's going to be 3 years TDC on the probation violation. And the only hang up is the criminal mischief and out there. And I'm still negotiating with Miss Guajardo on that case. And that's the only hang up in the whole deal on the felony side. So
What's going to happen with the misdemeanors? Have they included it?
they have not.
Okay.
Your Honor, I spoke with Cassie this morning,
Mhm.
and she recommended we try for credit for time served on the DWI and the evading, and then dismiss the rest.
Okay.
We will probably take that. That's the first I've heard of that, Judge, but I have to talk to my client.
Okay. Why don't we reset these for how long do you think the felony will take? Maybe a month?
Judge, it's in Judge Moody's court. And if you just give me a second, let me see when he's set on that. Things are moving real slowly in that in that court. His next hearing in the felony case is not until July, in May. In May is the next judge's conference in that court. I'm trying to hurry things up, actually, Judge. I'm sending the court emails trying to get everything because my client wants to resolve this. He calls me and lets me know that. I tell you what, I will reach out to Ms. Guajardo, try to get a firm answer on the criminal mischief.
Okay.
And, I should have a word to have some word within a week.
Okay. Then why don't we set these again, Rihanna, about 1 month out?
Yeah, that'll work.
Hopefully we'll have them resolved by then.
I think that'll do it.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Yep.
Then if you have nothing further, you may be
Nothing further.
excused.
Nothing further. I'll be out to see you in a couple of days, Charlie.
All right.
Thank you, Judge. That's all. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Ms. Rodriguez, are you on Mr. Peña?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
Okay. The interpreter has just joined us. I understand he needs an interpreter. So let me turn on the function.
Yeah.
Judge, I believe Benya is at the downtown. Is downtown not?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, he's not here yet.
Okay, let me call him.
They're not here yet. They're still probably with CCR3. Okay, then let's wait for the function. Annex, may I have Miss Ledbetter, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good morning, Ms. Ledbetter. Your attorney is logging on here.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Marcus, are you with us?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good
Can you hear-
afternoon. Court calls the cases of the state of Texas versus Jasmine Ledbetter, 2023-0C-10463, 2023-0C-10472. We're here for pretrial. What says the state
Stephen Lucy, on behalf of the state of Texas, we're ready to proceed.
and the defense?
Good morning, Your Honor. Daniel Marquez on behalf of Ms. Ledbetter, ready to proceed.
Okay, we need some waivers of arraignment on these cases, Mr. Marcus. And what are you doing on the felony?
Your Honor, waivers of arraignment will be sent in here shortly. We have those signed. And with respect to the felony, I believe we've got a setting in May, the beginning of May. Let me confirm that. We're working to come to a resolution on that one, though, Your Honor. I imagine that one will not be resolved by way of a trial, but by way of a resolution. But we're still negotiating with the state on that one.
Is that going to address the misdemeanors as well?
I imagine that it will, Your Honor, given the nature of the felony case. I think that whatever offers made there will take care of the misdemeanors.
Mr. Lucy, do you have anything?
Yes, I spoke with the felony prosecutor and she was requesting credit for time served on the 2 cruelty cases.
Okay. Do you know what your next setting is yet, Mr. Marcus?
I'm pulling it up here, Your Honor.
I show a status hearing in April.
I've got April 17th at 1:30, Your Honor.
Okay. How much longer do you think you're going to need to resolve that?
On the felony matter, Your Honor, I would say that if we have some type of deal in place in April, that the felony matter will be resolved no later than May. So I would say at least a couple of months. But I will communicate to Ms. Ledbetter, I think what Ms. Martinez communicated to Mr. Lucy with respect to the time served on these matters.
Okay, then let's set another pretrial, Rihanna, in about 1 month. And unless we hear back from you, we'll go ahead and do that then.
Yes,
right.
Your Honor.
If you have nothing further, you may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good afternoon.
You
Mr.
too.
Lucy, have a good afternoon.
I believe that's all you have, Annex, so you may be excused as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Any word from downtown, Rihanna?
No, Judge, they said that they should be getting on. Let me,
There they are.
okay.
Great. Good morning, downtown. I'm going to turn on the interpreter function here.
Good morning.
Okay, so everybody pick your language. Who is this? Mr.
Yeah.
Limas? Pardon? Who are you, sir?
Javier.
Javier Limas?
Sí.
Okay. No tengo tu abogado todavía. Do we have Mr. Peña?
Yes, Your Honor. He's on a different floor.
Okay.
You want to run there to that floor first?
Let me check. Rihanna, would you call Mr. Mesa and he can see if he's going to log on shortly? So
Yes.
we can address Mr. Limas.
Judge, Mr. Mesa's and Lozano's law office, I telephoned and they said that Mr. Lozano would be getting on for Mr. Limas.
Okay. Thank you. All right, there's Mr. Lozano. Good morning, Mr. Lozano. Mr. Lozano?
Sorry, Judge.
There you go. All right, court calls the cases of the state of Texas versus Javier Limas. Cause numbers 2024-0C0-1337 and 2024-0C0-1335. We're here for a plea of guilty. What says the state
Stephen Lucy on behalf of the state of Texas, we're ready to proceed.
and the defense?
Cesar Lozano on behalf of Mr. Limas, ready to proceed, Your Honor.
You are Javier Limas. Raise your right hand. solemnly swear or affirm testimony you may give in this matter be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Sí.
Does the jail not have their interpreter function on, Miss Noyola? Right, but I can hear you as well,
On.
and I can hear his responses.
No oigo.
Mr.
en
Lemus,
inglés no entiendo.
Mr. Lemus, would you please ask the officer to step into the room? There seems to be a problem with the interpretation.
Hello, Your Honor.
Yes,
Okay, I put it on Spanish.
okay. That should do it.
Okay,
All right.
go ahead. Talk.
Now, again, raise your right hand, sir. Solemnly swear or affirm testimony you may give in this matter be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Sí.
Okay, I can still hear both of you, but let's just move on. Are you a U.S. citizen, Mr. Lemus?
No.
Have you discussed, you can put your hand down, sir. Have you discussed the immigration consequences of a plea of guilty on this case with your attorney?
No.
Mr. Lozano?
Judge, that may be true. I think it was Mr. Meza last time who was in a breakout room, and so I can't verify that right now, whether they did go through that or not. I don't know if the court would have time for a minute on a breakout, Judge.
Yes, I'm going to have Brianna put you in a breakout room for a brief session, and you can advise him accordingly.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Judge, I think the downtown may need instruction
Yes.
or the officer.
Mr. Lemus, would you call the officer again, please?
Judge, while we have a minute, Mr. Peña does speak English and Spanish fluently, so that he does not need an interpreter.
Okay, good. Okay. All right, Mr. Lozano, I'm going to reset this matter for at least a week to give your client an opportunity to address these immigration's concerns with him. I don't think it's right to just give you a few minutes in a breakout room and then have this man make a decision based on that. So let's reschedule this for a week.
Judge, if I can have a little bit more than a week, the concerns are not only immigration. There's some concerns that are personal in nature to him, but he would like the opportunity to take a look at that, Judge. So we would appreciate that, and we apologize to the court for any miscommunication, Your Honor.
Yes, please ask Mr. Mesa to address these issues with his clients before he schedules things for a plea, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Couple of weeks, 3 weeks? What? Tell me what you need.
I think 2 weeks would be great, Judge.
Okay, we'll revisit it in a couple of weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jail, may I have Mr. Peña, please? Ms. Noyola, I believe that's all we need. Thank you very much.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning, Ms. Pages. How are you?
Good. How are you all?
Good. I thought Ms. Rodriguez was handling this.
Well, I'm going to provide some information to the court, and then Ms. Rodriguez has new information as well.
Okay.
Judge Limas was the only plea that I had on the docket. May I be
Correct.
excused?
Yes, Chris, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. We'll see you later.
In Spanish, both.
No, you're gonna want English.
It's okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Peña.
Good morning, ma'am. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, good.
Good. Court calls the cases of the state of Texas versus Eli Peña, 2024-0C0-1340 and 2024-0C00521. We're here for a status hearing. What says the state
Stephen Lucy on behalf of the state of Texas, we're ready to proceed.
and the
And-
defense?
Myrna Pages and Karina Rodriguez on behalf of Mr. Peña, ready as well, Your Honor.
All right. What do you have, Ms. Pages?
Yes, Your Honor. So we had previously been scheduled for a bond hearing on Mr. Peña. It's my understanding he was on a PR bond. It was revoked due to picking up a new offense.
Correct.
My concern with Mr. Peña, Judge, when I spoke with him, I went ahead and I requested for our social worker to go ahead and meet with him and try to develop a safety plan for him. And March 11th, she did in fact create a safety plan for us, but we don't have a whole lot for the court other than we do know that he has been diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder / bipolar. He was not able to provide a place to live for the social worker, but I believe he has been linked to the homeless, to the rescue mission. And he will be linked with mental health services through Takumi, Judge. However, I believe Ms. Rodriguez was able to speak with Mr. Peña yesterday, and she was able to communicate, I believe, a little bit better than I was. And then Mr. Lucy did provide a new recommendation, but that has not been discussed with Mr. Peña. So we may be able to resolve this case, Judge, short of a bond hearing. I know he does have some cases pending out of Las Cruces, 2 of which appear to be felonies. And just so the court knows, it does appear that in January 25th of this year, there appears to have been some sort of competency hearing out of Las Cruces, Judge, Las Cruces District Court.
His rap sheet does show that he is wanted out of New Mexico back in November,
Okay.
but I don't know if they've placed a detainer. I didn't see a detainer on him so far. Ms. Rodriguez, do you have anything to add?
Yes, Your Honor, I would just say that he does only have one felony proceeding out of Las Cruces. The magistrate case number, once it was indicted, for some reason didn't quash the warrant. But there is a district court one. I just want to clarify that there is only one active bench warrant on one felony case. When I spoke to him yesterday, he had just started medication, so I think he was able to stabilize a little bit more. So he might need a little bit extra time to be able to completely be in a stable position. As co-defense counsel stated, I do need to convey the new recommendation that has been offered by the prosecutor at this point. I did schedule or one of our staff scheduled an appointment with him, so I just need to go ahead and convey it with him. I would just ask for a quick reset because it does seem like we'll be able to get this resolved quickly. Thank you.
Okay, then I'm going to reset it for a week. And if he's going to enter a plea of guilty, we do need the plea papers back by Tuesday, so we can get that on the docket for Thursday. Anything further, counsel?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, then you may be excused. Thank you, downtown. And I
Thank you,
believe
Judge.
that concludes our docket, so we'll see a few of you back